James Kaufman, World News Report today. Jasmine Crockett states she will announce senatorial bid. She hilariously claims her private polling says she can beat Ken Paxton, Texas's current Attorney General, for the position. While most Texans think that's impossible, this comes just days after Texas redistricted their voting map, which would almost certainly cost her her current position in the House of Representatives. Bye, Felicia. Crockett previously said she is seriously weighing a bid for Texas's open Senate seat at the end of GOP Senator John Cornyn's term. This will surely be exciting. Crockett has a record of making disgusting, classless comments about victims of illegal aliens, handicapped people, and recently Charlie Kirk following his assassination. Not to mention her history of disgusting race baiting and constant identity politics. Republicans will surely capitalize on her low IQ and vile rhetoric and disastrous ideas during the campaign. Let's hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
I am still thinking about running. We did get our polling back, so we are moving on to the next phase to determine whether or not this is would make sense in the moment, and if the infrastructure can be built out in the way that I see it being necessary to actually be able to win, as well as we are continuing to look at the polling on the other side. Listen, they are in a civil war right now on the Republican side as it relates to who will become their nominee. John Cornyn has served the state of Texas for decades at this point in time in some capacity. And right now, I don't know if he's MAGA enough to make it through his primary, but we are evaluating all things and seeing what it would look like to put together a team. And we will make a final decision by Thanksgiving on whether or not we're going to ultimately move forward.
What did the polling information that you got back show? I mean, is it a calculation of whether or not you're going to be facing Cornyn, who might have more appeal to moderates in your state, centrists in your state, as opposed to a more MAGA candidate who potentially defeats Cornyn in the primary that you might, or any Democrat might, have a better chance against?
I'll tell you this, that head-to-head, we are doing really well against Paxton. I will say that. I will also tell you that we are actually within the margin of error as it relates to John Cornyn. So to be perfectly honest, the only reason that I'm continuing to consider whether or not I do this is because my polling says I can win. That is the bottom line. But at the end of the day, a poll is a poll. And so you need to actually be able to execute on that. So whether it's Cornyn or whether it's Paxton, we feel confident that we can get this done. The thing is, we obviously would prefer to have Paxton.
Well, I think we'd all prefer to have Paxton. As a matter of fact, I think her chances are little to none, and I think that she knows that after her polling. I think this is just more rhetoric. I think Texas has opened their eyes, and the few that did vote for her last time, if there was anybody that did vote for her, probably realized what they did. God bless, folks. Say bye to Felicia, because her house position is gone. Please share, subscribe, and always remember, anything's possible. Bizarro world.